Hey guys, what's going on? It is your good buddy Sam, and it is time once again for another exciting ride on the roller coaster that is Max MSP. So today, once again, we'll be focusing on some Mira related stuff. I know there's been a glut of Mira videos lately, but what can I say? It's something that happens to interest me in particular. I do plan on doing some more Max content sometime soon, but for now, we're going to focus on Mira. And today, in particular, I'm going to do a video that talks a little bit about how to script your patches so you can actually talk to your Mira objects, which would be pretty cool. So anyway, to get started, let's assume that you have Max, because otherwise this video is going to be a big waste of your time. You start by launching Max, and then imagine you're in the kind of situation where you're here in Max and you're ready to make a Mira patch, and so you throw in a Mira.frame object, and maybe you want multiple tabs, so you make another Mira.frame object, and here are your tabs. They're really sweet. You might do something cool, like say make this tab. You might come down here to the tab index and make this one index 0, so it always shows up first, and name it, I don't know, blue. And give it the color blue, not surprisingly. You might grab this patch over here, give it tab index 1, so it always shows up after the other. And give it the tab name green, because you're going to make it, you guessed it, green. And then maybe you want to add a little interesting logic to these guys, so you might set up a metro. Let's make this green one red. Yeah, like a really intense red. That's good. And then let's add a counter 4. And I can't remember, does counter 4 actually ever reach 4? Let's find out. Looks like it does. Okay, so let's make a counter 3, and then cell 0, 1, 2, 3, and then throw this up here, and then we want prepend set, and move these down a little bit. Message box sad, and then a message box that says melancholy, and then one that says not pleased, and then one that says morose. And then over here we'll do something similar, only this one's going to be angry, irate, hungry, xenophobic. Boy, this tutorial took a weird political turn, didn't it? Anyway, we'll connect this cell up to these message boxes like this. I wonder if at this point you're wondering, where the hell is this going? Just stay with me. It's not necessarily going to make sense, but it's going to keep moving anyway, so you may as well just stick with it. So hooking up all these message boxes, and then you guessed it, all these message boxes are going to go into this prepend set, and then I'm going to add a comment box into each of these Mira frames. Comment, and we'll change the text color to white. And then make this a little bit bigger in terms of its font size by shift dragging it, and then drag it to the middle of this Mira frame. Do the same thing over here for this tab that I did. How did this go red again? Oh, I see, I never actually changed the color to green. Didn't I? That's really weird. How did it turn red again? All right, in any case, this prepend will hook up to each of these guys, and now you see we turn on this metronome, and they very, very scarily quickly alternate between all these different words. So let's try. Oh, I want it to be red. Okay, wait, I wanted it to be red the whole time, but I didn't change the name of the tab to red. Much better. Cool, so now these things are cycling through their different... Oh, this isn't what I wanted. Hold on. This isn't right at all. I want to move this prepend set over here and then attach this to this. How did you guys let me? What are you doing letting me hook these things up in this completely incorrect way? There we go. Much better. Cool. So now you can see I've got two tabs here, and they're saying some words in the theme of their color. The blue tab is very blue. The red tab is very aggressive and upset, and that's great. We could be very happy with that, but suppose this is something that we didn't necessarily want to see. Right now, to switch these tabs, I've got to actually tap on these tabs, And that's cool and all, but supposing I wanted to hand this iPad off to somebody and just let them hold it while I actually do my patching or I actually do my composition, how do I jump from one tab to the other without having to actually tap on these? Is there any way I can force one tab to jump from one to the other? And the answer is yes. All you have to do is send the Mira frame object a focus message. And so you just make a little object box that says focus, and then you connect it to the inlet of Mira frame. Except Mira frame doesn't have an inlet, so what do we do? What do we do? Are we completely hosed? No, of course not. We can use scripting. So here's what we're going to do. Start by selecting this blue tab, for example, and what we have to do is give it a scripting name. The scripting name is the way that we can talk to this object without actually having to connect anything to its inlet, because what we're going to do is name the object and therefore be able to refer to it by its name. So we'll name this blue tab blue, and we'll name this red tab red. And now what we want to do is make a this patcher object. This patcher allows us to talk to objects in this patcher. Specifically, one thing we can do is give it a send it a message called script. If we send it the message script, anything that follows that script is going to be a scripted message that goes to a named object. So I can do script send red focus. And what that's going to do is send a focus message to the red object. And I can also make a message box, of course, that says script send blue focus. You're never going to believe what this does. This will send a focus message to the object named blue. Remember, we named this Mira frame object blue by setting its scripting name to blue, and this Mira frame object we named red by setting its scripting name to red. Notice that we also set the tab name to red and the tab name to blue, but that's really just a coincidence. That only determines what the name is going to be here in Miraland in these tabs, and not the actual scripting name, which is how we address the objects in Max. Anyway, so once we've done all that, we can do cool stuff now. Like if I click on this message box here, Mira jumps over to the blue tab. How cool is that? I can click red, and we can force the person holding the iPad to jump back and forth from one tab to the other. Isn't that incredible? I know, I'm happy about it too. So now we might throw a key object over here and then do, I don't know, cell 49 and cell 50. 49 is the 1 key and 50 is the 2 key. You can confirm that by hooking an integer box up to your key and then pushing 1. You'll see that prints a 49, and I push 2 and that prints a 50. That's pretty cool. In any case, we can hook this 49 up to the blue and the 50 up to the red. And now by pushing 1 and 2, I can jump back and forth between those two pads. So I'm just pushing the 1 key or the 2 key, and that's sending a send message to the iPad, and that's causing Mira to jump from one tab to the other by sending this focus message to either the blue Mira frame or the red Mira frame. And that's all I wanted to show you guys. It's a really quick way to, or it's I guess the way, to send messages to Mira frame objects, or indeed any object that has a scripting name in your patch. And it lets you procedurally decide which tab you want to display in Miraland. So that's very practical. I know, not necessarily the most earth-shattering tutorial in the world, but it's useful. I hope, anyway. Maybe it's not useful, but yeah, that's up to you, man, whether it's useful or not. In any case, thank you for watching. Hope that was informative, and I will see you guys in the next tutorial.